Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit the subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. We are going to talk about your month of March 2021. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you? And how can you best navigate this month? So these monthly messages are really guided by the angels and guided by the messages for you. So recognize what resonates with you. Recognize what you really connect with, because those are absolutely the messages for you. And I also encourage people to, if you know your sun, moon, and rising signs, to watch all three of the videos that I have for your sun, moon, and rising, so that you can connect with a little bit more of an in-depth for you reading. So we're gonna start with your reading, and I feel like this is, for Aries, just such a pivotal month. It feels incredibly important. And, you know, you've been on this journey for a while of creating changes for yourself, of opening to change, of being in transitions. And whether these are transitions that are outside of yourself or transitions that are within yourself, there's been a lot of change that has happened. And I really see you closing out some chapters in your life. And this is a month that you're going to be exploring what does that look like for you? What's that going to look like for you? Because I feel like it's almost a bit of a battle within. It's going to be a matter of really going within, really taking a look at where you're at, what you want in your life, what your priorities are, where maybe you are self-sabotaging yourself. I think that you're going to be exploring all of that, because you're going to be taking a look at, you know, as I'm wrapping up a chapter, or as I'm thinking about which chapters I need to close in my life, how do I really feel? What do I really want? Where am I really at? And here's part of the issue that I'm feeling here with this, is that it's like there are some things that you have decided, okay, like I'm fairly ready to close the chapter on this. And some of those things, quite frankly, feel like you're protecting your heart rather than that's what you really want. And so what I mean by that is, I feel like we all have our ways of viewing the world, right? We all have our ways of perceiving things. And I feel like there are certain circumstances in your life, whether it's certain people, whether it's certain opportunities, whether it's certain situations, that, I mean, we're viewing everything through that lens. And it's like there are some things in your life that I feel like you're viewing through a lens of being hurt in the past, or these things that you have decided, these negative things that you have decided about yourself. And or these negative things that you have decided about people in general, or, you know, can people be trusted? You know, should I let people in? There's like, it's like these perceptions that you're viewing the world from. And while we all have our perceptions and that's how we view the world, I feel really strongly in saying, take a step back and maybe choose to just be open to the possibility that there are other possibilities, that, you know, maybe you need to see this from a new perspective, that maybe you are being really quick to close something, to end something, to push something away, to be closed off to something because of your past experiences, or because of that perspective that you're viewing the world from. And I feel like this month is a really great opportunity, if you're allowing it, if you're paying attention, to really take a step back and say, does this way of protecting myself really serve me? Does this way of perceiving the world really serve me? And am I not allowing myself to experience certain things or to connect with certain people or to allow certain people to remain in my life or whatever this is. Am I allowing myself to miss out on something that could be really incredible because of these perceptions, or because I'm afraid, or because I have decided that the world is one way? Because what I've learned in my life is that it's not that black and white, right? Like, what are you seeing from a really black and white perspective, or, from a really, from your own perspective that isn't serving you? And so taking a step back and just being open. And I'm not saying that you're viewing that wrong, you might take a look at that, explore that from different perspectives, and you might say, nope, this still isn't what I want in my life. This still is a chapter that I want to close, and that's okay. But I think more importantly, it's about this process of exploring. It's about this process of taking a look at it and being open to different possibilities and open to allowing new experiences, new energies into your life, to remaining open within relationships in your life where, maybe somebody has disappointed you in some way. But in my experience, like, people, that's what people can do, right? Is like, nobody's perfect. And so there are circumstances where we have to decide that, that's not right for us, but there are also circumstances where we need to be more open. And so I think that is a huge, huge lesson for you, and deciding what chapters am I going to close here? Because I do feel like you've been going through these transitions, and I feel like you are preparing for the next level of things. And so you are going to be releasing certain things. You are going to be saying, this isn't something that I'm going to be doing in my life anymore. But I feel like some of the closing of the chapters are like habits that you have that you just recognize are not serving you, are not setting you up for success. Because I feel like there's so many opportunities this month for success, and the only thing that is holding you back is you. And so where are you holding yourself back? Where are you self-sabotaging yourself? Where are your thoughts, your perceptions preventing you from success, from connection, from experiencing the things that you want to experience here in this world? Where are you holding yourself back? And so I think that it's important to take a step back and pay attention to those intuitive prompts that you're receiving that are showing you, you should take this action. You should move forward with this. This is something that you should include in your life, or that you should allow yourself to experience. And I think like you're going to be learning about like, where do I need to close things, but where do I need to open to more in my life? I think like stepping into this new chapter of things for yourself is all about opening. And it feels like, you can even spend some time focusing on opening your heart chakra this month, because it is like, it feels like it all comes through the heart and through the mind, right? Opening your mind, opening your heart to something new, or to doing things in a new way. Because I do see the energy of a lot of abundance, a lot of success for you in this month. When I connect with the energy for those of you who are maybe feeling stuck in regard to the work that you're doing, or the things that you're working on, the things that you're putting your energy into, it does feel to me like there's an opportunity for some new, fresh energy to come in, for something different, for something new. And I just feel like something exciting coming in for you. And this might be new work. This might be something new to focus on. This might be just a new experience that you have that it feels really good and is really helpful for you for the long term. But something new, an exciting new endeavor coming in, and something new to focus your energy on, or a fresh energy around things that have already been happening in your life. And I just see success in your work life. I see success in the things that you're working on, the things that you're creating. There's an energy of, for those of you who have your own business, I just think there's an energy of success around that. But that comes from a place of like you doing this mental work, you doing this work of viewing things from a new perspective, because suddenly like that opens you up to seeing a lot of things in this world from a fresh perspective. And so when you're open to that, I think that that can really change your energy. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have all these new ideas coming in. I have all of these new ways of perceiving things, these new thoughts coming in. And I just see like you getting almost like bombarded with inspiration and creativity and new ideas and new ways of seeing the world and a sense of what's next for you, because I feel like that's felt a little stuck. Like, where do I go next? What do I do next? What do I focus my energy on? And I feel like you get it. I feel like you understand it. I feel like that comes through loud and clear for you this month. So that's going to be a really positive thing. And it really sets you up for success. And you're also like clearing some things out. So you're making space for this new and fresh energy coming in, because I do feel like you're faced with some choices this month. And I think the big choice is, what do I want to allow in my life and what do I not want to? But again, don't jump into that really, really quickly. Take your time to really feel that out and make sure that that's clear for you, what you really want and what you really don't want. I also see you feeling really compelled, feeling really guided to speak your truth in some way. And I think that you find the words. It's like, I almost feel like prior to this, you didn't feel like you had the words. You didn't feel like you knew what to say. You didn't feel like, or you didn't feel like you had the guts to say it. And it's like, now I see things clearly, and now I'm able to speak my truth. And know that when you speak your truth, the angels are saying, know that we're with you and know that we're going to support you through this. And it's not about speaking your truth and doing that in a way that is harmful or unkind. I feel like I need to say that, right? This isn't about like getting really pissed off at somebody and then just like letting it all out. This is about speaking your truth from a place of love. And that may or may not be received with love, but I almost don't feel like it matters. I feel like the speaking your truth part is the part that matters, is the expression of what you need to say. And then I feel like you feel so much better. So you honor your feelings, you speak your truth, and you do it from a place of love. And I feel like there's just a lightness to that. And I almost want to say, don't be attached to the outcome of how that's received, whether you're having a conversation with your boss, whether you're having a conversation with somebody in your life, whether you're because there's a lot of work-based energy here for you guys, a lot of success there with that, whether you're having a conversation within relationships that you have in your life. It just feels important to speak your truth, but to do that from a place of love, and to let yourself just do so from a place of having an open heart. You don't want to come into this from a defensive place, or a place where you're already going into a conversation really guarded. You can even think about, I'm going to just open my heart energy, and I'm just going to say what I need to say from a really genuine and love-based place, and let that be the outcome that I need, is the fact that I just said it, the fact that I just put it out there, because not everybody's going to understand where you're coming from. I also feel like there is an energy of, as you're doing this work with yourself and with other people, there is an energy of like new openings for those of you who are looking for love, new openings for love, new openings for just new connections in your life, because there is a little bit of a feeling of loneliness that I'm feeling. And so I do feel like as you do this work, there's some openings coming in, and you're going to be connecting with people who are, you know, soul family or soul mates, or just drawing in people that are really aligned with where you want to go in life. I see you surrounding yourself with other people who have been successful in their life, or are being successful in their life in areas that you want to be successful. And I see you making these connections, and I see it being really inspiring for you. I see it being really helpful for you. But I also do see, for those of you who are looking for love, a new energy coming in, and it's almost like it comes in kind of quickly, and you're surprised by it, and you don't know what to do with it, because you're like still working on wrapping up old chapters, and it wasn't necessarily what you were looking for, but it's here and it feels good and it feels right and it feels like something that you want to explore. And that's it's something that you want to explore, and I see you moving forward with that. And I just see you feeling really spiritually connected through this month. I think that's going to be the key to carrying you through this whole process this month, is taking that time to be spiritually connected, to take time and space for yourself so that you can hear your soul. Your soul is going to guide you through this and help you to make decisions on what chapters to close, where you want to go next, and all of this stuff. So you want to just make sure that you are paying attention to that. And last thing is, I'm just getting that message of being really mindful of not getting caught up in a victim-based mentality. People hurt us, things happen, and we can get in our heads about that, and we can tell ourselves that we are a victim. And in some ways, that's very true, right? And it doesn't take away from the fact that you have gone through the things that you've gone through. But at the same time, if you get really caught up in being a victim and that focus on that and needing to be in that energy, then you're handing your power away. You're not allowing yourself to own your own personal power. You are handing that power away to whoever, whatever victimized you. And it's time to take your power back. It's time to say, you know what? I'm choosing to have a different experience, and I'm not going to stay in this victim energy. I'm going to move forward with my life. I'm going to let go of that, because when I stay in a victim mentality, I'm holding myself back. When I believe that that somebody else has power over me, and that I don't have power to move forward in my life or to let this go, or when I continue to allow a circumstance or a person to just have a negative impact on me day in and day out, I'm handing my power away. So recognizing that it's time to take your power back, it's time to be empowered, it's time to understand how powerful you really are, and to grab this month by the horns and go. So I feel like it's going to be a month of doing a lot of work, especially mentally, but I see some really positive light outcomes at the end of the month. I just think you'll feel lighter. I think you'll feel way more clear on things, and have a better sense of your direction moving forward with things. So those are your messages for the month of March. I almost said May. We're not in May yet. I think I just want it to be warm here. Those are your messages for the month of March. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you guys like this video, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. If you aren't already, make sure you hit that like button below. I always love to hear from you in comments, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.